Hey everybody, what's up? I'm just getting in from stop. Just getting in from doing some yard work, some raking. It's unseasonably warm today. It's gonna get up to almost 80, and it's already like in the 60s. It's like 10:20 in the morning here in Omaha, Nebraska. So I need to take advantage of that. For a minute, I wasn't gonna make a video. Uh, I've been doing this fall. I've done so far. Been doing pretty good as far as my roller coaster with depression, because again, it's not something that you can predict or that you can make fail safe. So for whatever reason, getting back from Chicago this week, I've had a bit of a dip these last couple of days, and a lot of times when that happens, I kind of go incognito, or whether I don't really feel like communicating very much. So. Wasn't gonna make a video today, but I will. I will. I mean, I'm talking now, and a couple things. Folks who are still waiting for Dereck 2 or in Dreama, if you've contacted me and this weekend, if it hasn't arrived, drop me an email and I'll send you another copy. As I said, I just learned about tracking and all that sort of thing, so I'll be employing that in the future. I did receive some final community love yesterday. Some was unexpected, some was expected, although it was much nicer than I expected. And then also, I want to recognize James Drummond from England, who sent me some vinyl community love recently by sending me to David Gilmour. I watched this almost all the way through, and this is wonderful. And believe me, I'm on board with y'all in appreciating David Gilmour's soulful playing and his amazing tone. He just touches the strings, and what a sound. It's just amazing. So for me, there's just no need to compare him to my other favorite guitarist, Steve Hackett. They do two different things, apples and oranges. But Jim also sent me some CDs. I've just started to get into some by the BBC Orchestra, the BBC National Orchestra, which he plays in. I guess there's a couple different orchestras. I just played a little bit of Glazunov yesterday. So I'm still, this is more straight, I guess, right off the top. My first initial it's like, it's the sort of classical music that I'm not drawn to, but again, I appreciate it, the fact that James, you're probably playing on this. Now, I like Charles Ives and Messiaen, but I have not been in the mood to play these yet. But as I said, Jimster 44, James Drummond, member of the vinyl community, plays, I believe, viola for the BBC Orchestra, and sent these to me. Thank you so much, Jim. And also, he sent to me Heifetz. I played a bit of this, and then Benjamin Britten. So again, these are all things to dive into. Classical music is something that I appreciate best when either it just happens or I'm in the mood and I just put it on, depending on the piece. But I appreciate it so much, Jim. He also sent me 2 ECM CDs, which I have devoured. The Orchestra National de Jazz with Paolo Damiani, with Anwar Brahim and Gianluigi Torresi. And I love this. It's not classic ECM. It's kind of pointless to compare at this point. Just, you know, what they do is what they do. Take it on its own value or not. This I liked even better. Marcin Wasilewski, Slavomir Kirkovitz, and Mikhail Miskiewicz, Faithful. Yes, this pianist's harmonic bridges and flows are kind of unique. He takes the music. It's not the typical blues way of improvising, which I really appreciate. It's fresh. I've listened to this all the way through, and it reminded me at times of something kind of Canterbury. Thank you so much, Jim. And I think you sent more, but that's what is sitting here that I can remember. One other thing that Chris Astral Traveler, when I met him in Chicago, that still, I just reverberate with that brother so much. Chris, if you watch this, you know about depression, and you understand how it'll just hit like a wave. It's not like something has to happen, even though if something happens, that doesn't help. But Chris also gave me a Rasputin Stash demo. Someone burned it for him, and then he burned it for me. Awesome. This is excellent. The band Rasputin Stash from Chicago. I have one album they put out on Cotillion. But yesterday, I get a call from a fan who is kind of a friend. I don't know John well. John Chartrand is his name. He's a photographer, and apparently he runs a restaurant, which I didn't know. He and his girlfriend run a restaurant. See, I'm just not all politically correct. You know, I'm not all about, you know, making sure I'm doing business right. You know, I'm just living, you know. Anyway, I got to get down to his restaurant. I didn't know. But he called and said he had some vinyl that he wanted to give me. And he drops by with, actually, I didn't get ready, with some vinyl. And the first, what he gave me, here it is. He gave me, it was so nice of him. He bought the Haruki Zombie limited edition double single on polyvinyl. It's numbered 500. This is number 415 or 419 out of 500. Now I wanted this, but I didn't know that I was going to get it. And out of the blue, John just calls and says, I got some vinyl for you. I want to drop it by. It was so nice. It was the first time he came to my house. And John has been a real supporter. Thankfully, he loves the music, but he's been very supportive. Purple vinyl, isn't that nice? Made my day. Because, like I said, I've been, you know, I don't know. I'll come back from Chicago, and maybe that's it, you know. I don't know. But this week's been kind of slow. And then he also gave me this single. I haven't played it yet, by David McNeil. And he said the reason why he gave it to me was because he was watching a recent video where I talked about the label Sarava from France. And he happened to have this. He said it really didn't mean that much to him, but it's on the Sarava label. So all of a sudden I have two releases on the Sarava label. And when I saw this single, I said, oh my goodness, I remember this label now, but I don't know what it was that I remember seeing on it. Or what, if anything, I ever had on the label, which it is very possible I had something on Sarava. So, and then he also gave me this mint copy of YMO's Naughty Boys, which I already have a copy of. So we'll be passing the love on where it's appropriate. But John, I know you said you watch, you appreciate the videos. Thank you. I appreciate you, John, very much, very much. He brought in, I didn't even realize it, I picked up the mail, I'd gone into my mailbox, but I didn't even notice there was a package sitting on the stoop, and so he brought it in, and Stephan 78 from Holland came through with some records that he said he was going to send me, plus, and that's always the thing that's so nice, is Stephan, you're such a dear friend, I appreciate you so much. He had shown where he had bought this Rick van der Linden album, GX1, and it really didn't trip his trigger too much, and he said he was going to send it to me. I had offered to pay for the postage, but he said just give me some time. Rick van der Linden, who is passed away, was originally came to prominence in Holland with the band Exception, and then the band Trace. Now I've just played a bit of this. I like it. I'm going to go ahead and drop it while we're playing. It's slightly, maybe someone might consider it cheesy, but I like it. It's also on a label that I had not seen before, but looking it up, apparently this is an old label in Holland, C&R. But Stephen sent me my first two records on this label. And I like them both. Yeah, I like this. It's not the sort of thing where I'm going to be playing it all the time, and there it is. It was made in 1977. So there's a little bit of cheesiness, but actually, guys, check it out. It's kind of cool. Thank you, Stephan. Thank you so much. just let it get going, because it's a little stiff. Yeah, see, that puts a smile on my face. I like that. So he sent this to me. See, I like that. It's cheesy, but I like it. Thanks so much, Stephan. He also sent me a Max Berner album. How Can It Be Like This? Now, the thing about Max Berner, who was originally in the band Kayak, is that this is pop music, but there's something about the way these songs are written harmonically that I like better than the standard pop. Just that it's more interesting. This is good. I listened to all of side one. I like it a lot. Thank you so much, Stephan. Now, on top of that, he sent me another album on the CNR label by Tone Scherpenziel, who was in the band Kayak. And this is just so cool. I really like this. And I noticed that this other Van der Linden album isn't it produced by Scherpenziel? Now, they never played together, but it's just kind of cool that they, are involved in something together. There's a connection here. Yes. Scherpenziel composed a song on here and produced this. And I like this even a little better. Heart of the Universe by Tone Scherpenziel. Solo album from keyboardist from Kayak. I think he's passed. Maybe it's the other guy, Burkhard van der Linden. But on top of that, Stephan was so nice. He dropped in 2 singles. Now these are kind of seemingly cheesy, but I really appreciate them. Earth and Fire. I like this band. Thanks for the Love and Love of Life. It's like it's pop. But there's just a sensibility about the pop that's not American, and I just like it. Kind of like when I first heard Shocking Blue. Just something about it was distinct, and I just really liked it. Plus, I like, as you know, I like import records. And so having these on the Holidor Dutch pressing is very nice. Thank you. Last but not least, he sent me 2 Kayak albums. Stephan, from your own collection. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it because, like you said, you'll probably see these again, being from Holland. But See the Sun, See the Sun. I'd been needing these for my collection. I now have 10 albums by Kayak. A couple of them are duplicates. And their first album, which I just played, love this. It starts off real good. The last song on side 1 is real neat. Or is it this album I'm thinking of? Yeah, this one. Lovely Luna. Lovely Luna on this is really good. So I have to play this yet. So we're hitting 13. I want to get done before 15 minutes. Just want to say thank you so much, fellas. Jimster, John, Chartrand, Stephan in Holland. If I'm forgetting anything, I'll catch you soon. Have a good weekend, everyone. Be well. It's Veterans Day here in America today or tomorrow, and so I want to shout out to all the veterans and all the folks who have done service all over the world, not just for the country I live in, but for whatever your country is. Bless all veterans and all people who make huge sacrifices for the rest of us. Have a good one, y'all.